Good morning, you guys. It is another beautiful morning in not Fort Worth, Texas. I don't know if you can tell, but we are not in Fort Worth, Texas right now. I'm actually in my sister's neighborhood. Completely different atmosphere, I will tell you. Like, it's still, I can still appreciate my mornings for sure, because like I do, hear the same things. I see a lot of the same things. I see a lot of, like, usually when I'm walking around my neighborhood, I'm able to look at all the trees, all the nice trees, and listen to the birds and shit, which I'm doing right now. But this environment is completely different, bro. Like, just like subconsciously in the back of my mind, in the back of everyone's mind, you're gonna be like you're gonna feel more positive about being in the suburbs than in basically the hood, which is where I record my videos every morning. And man, so basically, I just stayed the night here because I was struggling to get like good rest at my apartment that I live in with my mom. So I had to take some time away to get some sleep, bro, and absolutely worked, bro. Cause like, I don't know how accurate it is, but my Samsung watch that I have, it tracks my sleep score. And basically my sleep score has been pretty buns for the past week. It's been like 80 or below, which is pretty like mid. Like, it's not horrible, but it's not good. It means you're getting like less than optimal sleep, like probably like a cool 6 hours or less. But it's been a worse, you know what I mean? It's been worse before. It's not the the worst sleep I've ever had, but whenever it goes on for multiple days in a row, it's gonna compound, of course, you know what I mean? Like, you might not sleep good for like, it might not seem like it's affecting you, but the more and more you sleep, are you taking a shit right there, bro? Hold up, I gotta clean up this guy's shit, dude. Okay. Yeah, this dog, I'm also walking my sister's dog right now. Shout out to Milo. He's a little turd, but he's still cute. I love him just as much as any other dog. I don't like cats though. I'm a cat hater, I can't lie. But dogs, any dogs, you know what I mean? As long as the dog is not trying to eat me, then I fuck with dogs. But like I was saying, the sleep, getting like mid-tier sleep, like, it doesn't seem bad in the moment, and you're like, yeah, I can just keep on pushing through this. But whenever it just like, the more and more you do it, the more it compounds, and eventually that medium sleep leads to worse than medium sleep, and then you feel like shit, which is exactly what I felt like yesterday. And I'm honestly still recovering. Like, I still don't feel like super alive and super awake right now, especially because whenever I get up in the morning, I go straight to walking. Basically, I don't even drink my coffee until like an hour. It's just like a health practice I've been doing recently, but I don't even drink my coffee until like an hour. So like, I'm basically just it's all natural. It's all natural, just my body naturally waking up right now. But I think it's better that way. But yeah, just being here, man. Oh, well, number one, being in my sister's house was I mean, literally everything about it, like the temperature, the bed that I was sleeping in, bro, and the fact that there's not people running around and stomping until like 1 a.m. at night above me. That definitely helps a lot. What the hell is that? There's like something like floating. It's hanging from my phone. It's like a little like leaf or something. I don't know. But yeah, just all the factors, like, so much better. I had so much better sleep. I didn't even finished saying what I was saying, or what I wanted to say about the sleep score. My sleep score is excellent today. And I believe that to get an excellent sleep score, you need to have like a 90 or above. Today it was like 92. And the thing is, like, I don't feel like that awake. It's not like I changed, like, where I'm going with this is that changing your environment is everything, bro. Like, your environment is like one of the greatest determiners of your success. And I'm just using my anecdotal example of me just like actually being able to sleep. Like, like sleep is like number one, bro. I'd say before anything, before everything in your life, bro, you need to get good sleep, and then you need to eat, and then you need to exercise. I don't know, like the order of that has been like shifted around. For me, like I say, like when you're younger, you're like sleep is last. When you're older, sleep is probably like in the middle. I don't know, but like I've come to appreciate my sleep way more than I did before. Because especially whenever you're like dieting super hard, and you like whenever you have your diet down, you have your exercise down, you know, and that's all going good. But you're not sleeping, you're still gonna feel like shit, and you're not gonna progress. So sleep is number one. And if your environment has like such a huge has such a huge factor on your sleep quality, then number one, like off the bat, like that already should like tells you that how important your environment is, you know. If changing or moving to a better environment can help you get better sleep, then that's already like number one, the most valuable thing that having like being in a better environment gives you. So that's number one. And then number two is like your environment kind of like it changes your mindset, your perspective on life. Because when you grow up, like I grew up very poor, you know. I grew up very typical come up story. I grew up moving around. I don't know about moving around, like I don't know if people move around a lot, but I grew up in many different like versions of being poor. Like I lived in a damn trailer, bro. I lived in a lot of just horrible places. And honestly, being in those places, like growing up in those places, you don't even know what it's like. You don't even know what it looks like to live in a nicer neighborhood. Like you haven't even seen success, so you don't know that it's possible. And when you don't know that it's possible, you can't strive to be successful, you know what I mean? So like being in a better environment gives you the idea, like it gives you, like it might not give you the desire, because I think the desire to be successful is something that is well, number one, I think it's God-given. I think it's something that is not of our own will, bro, because the desire to achieve something is such a powerful force, and it's something that, like, if you have a desire for something in life, that is something that like is greater than any human can create themselves, bro. Like my desire to become a YouTuber, a successful YouTuber, that is not something I could have came up with on my own, bro. That had to be placed on me by somebody. But don't pee on that, bro. Oh my god. But yeah, no, just like being in this environment, it shows me like it's like I already know at this point, like being like 19 years of age, you know, I already like am aware of a lot of the things that are like, especially because of the internet. Like I say, the internet has made it easy for us to see like success and stuff, but at the same time, like even though we have infinite access, like unlimited access to these people who are living successful lives, it doesn't necessarily mean that we like see ourselves as that kind of person. So you can see, like, there's so many successful people who are young, like my age, and like millionaires and stuff, and I think that anyone is like really capable of doing that, honestly. But a lot of people don't see themselves as capable of doing something like that. Like they see it on the internet, but they don't see themselves in that like as, they don't see it as something that they can accomplish. So they don't really gain anything from it. If anything, it only makes their life worse, because they feel bad about their own lives. So if you're like constantly viewing people, like seeing people live their lives, but you're not believing that you can do it yourself, like you're not believing that you're capable of achieving that level of success, then it's not going to provide you any benefit. You're just going to feel like envious, you know. You're going to feel jealous. You're going to be like, why is my life so shit, you know? But the truth is, your life isn't that shit, honestly. It really isn't. It really isn't. It's probably the only reason it's so bad is because your outlook on life is bad. But back to the environment change. You know, your outlook on life is heavily determined by where you're like who and what you surround yourself with. So like I'm walking through the suburbs right now, bro. I can't be mad. I like, especially where I come from, coming from where I was literally yesterday, like less than 24 hours ago. I can't be upset, bro. Like what do I have to be upset with? I'm like so happy and grateful to be here. Like literally I just can't express like how much joy it brings me to be here. And it's not just for like the materialistic aspect of it. Bro, what are you doing? Come on, let's go. I'm low-key, I have not been paying attention to bro. I was like, I think there's like some dog psychology where like you're supposed to like, I'm holding him close. I'm trying to like train him to not lead me. Anyway, that's a tangent. Let's not go off on a tangent. Let's see. There's normally a dog right here that like peeks over the fence and like fucking scared the shit out of me the first time I seen him. Me and Milo don't like him because what is that, bro? What is that, bro? Is that ice cream? I don't know. He's always sniffing shit, bro. It was just like blue goo, some type of blue goo. I don't know. Let me pause real quick. But like even that, bro. Like I just said good morning to these people. Like, bro, I'd say there's like, I don't know. It's not that bad. Like, it really just depends on where you are. Like, I could be in a much worse situation, and I appreciate that I'm in like a better situation than literally like down the street from where I live. Like if you go down the street, bro, it's literally like fucking Chirac, bro. It's like the slums of India, dude. It's actually like really bad. Like there's some really bad parts of Fort Worth. So the part of Fort Worth that I live in is not nearly as bad as it could be. So I do appreciate that. Oh, there's a squirrel. Look at Brody. That would be so sad if he just got fucking, bro, get out the street, bro. Get out the street, bro. He's coming. He's about to get ran over. Okay, he's good. He's good. But yeah, no, I appreciate that I am in a better situation than I could be. But you know, I am happy to be here, and I'm appreciating the moment, especially making this video right now. You know, this is the first thing I'm doing today, so like this is being imprinted on my mind. You know, I wake up and I'm just like talking about how grateful I am to be here, bro. Like it's starting off the day strong. Yeah, just pee on that mailbox. I can't lie though, I am pretty tired. Like despite my sleep score being excellent, I'm also like, I'm still dieting right now, so like my energy is pretty low, considering that I haven't eaten or drinking coffee. You know what I mean? That coffee gives me a little Mario mushroom boost, I can't lie, because this walk is cooking my shit right now, dude. But we're doing it for the sake of, well, not just for the sake of my sister's dog. I would do this anyways, but we're doing it for him too, because I don't even know, he probably doesn't go for, what the fuck is that, dude? There's fucking something attacking me, dude. Okay, he probably doesn't go for walks very often, so I'm just blessing my boy with a nice walk. Maybe I can take him for another one before I leave. Probably not, because it's gonna be hot as balls later, dude. I keep on getting tickled by stuff. But yeah, man, your environment changes everything, bro. It changes your outlook on life, bro. It changes your perspective, like how you see the world. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you don't even know, it could be good or bad. Like being born in the suburbs, like it could be good or bad. Like it'd be good in the fact that it shows you what's possible, like off the rip. Like you know that you feel like you belong in this environment. But at the same time, you know, you could be like, oh, when you're not in this environment, you feel like something's wrong, and you can't appreciate not being in that environment. You know, that's a possibility. I'm about to pause this real quick, bro. This dude Milo is terrified of weed whackers, bro. He started bugging out. What was I even saying, bro? I don't know. I'm not fully awake yet, obviously, but I will say, why is there no stop sign right here, bro? Oh yeah, I was saying that like your environment can have, like, no matter where you're at, like even living in a better environment, you can still have negative aspects. But I say the best environment to live in is really just an it doesn't have to be anything materialistic. It just should be an environment that where you're uplifted and you're shown, like you're taught, like, to be grateful for shit, bro. And I don't think I was taught to be grateful for shit. Like, I was kind of told, but like in like very silly, dumb ways. Like whenever I was eating food that I didn't like, I think my mom or like one of my old stepdads, he would tell me like, oh man, you're not gonna eat this food, but there's kids in Africa who are starving. I'm like, okay, bro. Like, dude, I can't just force myself to eat that shit, bro. You know what I mean? That's a dumb way to do gratitude. If you're gonna teach your children gratitude, don't make them feel bad for not liking food, bro. That's retarded, honestly. But no, just the best thing, the best way to grow up is just being grateful, bro. If your parents surround you with like, if your environment is full of gratefulness and like being uplifted and being like told that you are capable of anything, bro, I think that's all you need. You don't need to be in the suburbs, even though it is nice and it shows you what's out here. It shows you what's possible. You know, like, you don't need to grow up here. You just need to be here sometimes. You need to see what it's like. So if you're in the ghetto, if you don't see yourself getting out of the ghetto, you know what I mean? You need to take a trip out of the hood. I swear, it's like, it literally like changes your psychology, bro, on how you view life. But you need to do it on a regular basis. You can't just do it one time, because like your mind, you have to become familiar with it. You know what I mean? You gotta repeat it it's got to become like a routine, bro. Just like seeing what the brighter aspects of life. Because if you just live in a shithole, bro, and that's where you're at all day, like you just sit in your room all day, and then the only time you go outside of your home is you know, to whatever your environment is that's shitty, then you're not going to be happy, bro. That's the truth. So you gotta, it's not like you can't just imagine, like, you can't just be grateful for nothing, you know. You can be grateful for what you have, but you can't make gratitude out of nothing. So you gotta put yourself in experiences where you can be grateful. Hold up. All right, but we are back inside my Twizzies, and yeah, man, I hope I didn't go on too many tangents this video. This is where it all started too. This is where my first video dropped. I'm sweating so bad, dude. This is where I dropped the first video. I don't know if I hope I look different than the first video that I recorded here. But yeah, man, I'm just grateful to be here, even if it's only temporary. Well, I am gonna be moving in with my sister and I guess my brother-in-law. I haven't been referring to him by that, but that is what he is. You know, he's my brother. And I'm so grateful for them. I hope this video made sense. And if you stayed to the end, just know that great things are coming for this channel, and great things are coming for you if you can, you know, just appreciate what you have while working towards something greater. Quote me on that, you know, or don't quote me on that. I don't know. Does that make sense? If that made sense, quote me on it. If it doesn't, then forget about it. But yeah, I'm very tired. I got some stuff to do. I got to mow their lawn. Just out of the kindness of my heart. I don't have to, but I want to. So we're going to mow the lawn, and I'm going to go for a run. We're just going to have a good day. So peace out, y'all. I hope you enjoyed this 20-minute video. We just hit 20 minutes. Have not dropped a 20-minute video in a while. So, oh yeah, we got to do the physique check. Cannot forget the physique check. Where did I set it up before? Like, I don't know where I set up the camera originally. I'm just going to set it up against here. This will be fine. Okay, so it is the morning of Tuesday. I've not eaten anything. Oh, this thing... Oh, that thing is tight, bro. Thought it would be easier to take off the leaner I got. Dude, I'm looking pretty shredded, guys. The lighting definitely helps too. Like, this lighting is definitely better than the lighting in my apartment, you know. But yeah, man, we're looking good. Trying to get a thumbnail. Yeah, this lighting is crazy, bro. W lighting, bro. Honestly, I've been struggling, bro. This cut is hard, dude, but it's gonna be worth it in the end. But yeah, if you stayed to the end, make sure to like and subscribe, and you know, be grateful, bro. Be grateful for me and for yourself. That's all I gotta say, though. Peace out, y'all.